Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of Beautiful Bones, Sakuraku's investigation. Last time we finished the first two-part arc. I think there's like three of them in total. Um, with uh, with our guy who was trying to kill himself, make it look like a curse, so his family could cash in a huge insurance policy because he kind of fucked it up on the stock market. And it was a great episode, you know. We got a nice epilogue where they're doing all right, you know, they're struggling with their new life, but it is what it is. At least they're not. At least the guy's not dead. Lee Chan from episode two, and I guess Ah-chan, even though they didn't mention her, um, are chilling. They're living life. The doggy is living with Sakuraku, the cursed doggy. Um, Everything's looking good, but they have introduced possibly a main antagonistic kind of figure. And I say that because it's more of an episodic show, but like he's probably gonna be like the dude like doing some tomfoolery stuff behind the scenes until like maybe like the last episode or two with like the final confrontation. Like that sort of character. Um so that's all set up, very exciting. And let's just get to this episode. Very exciting to see where it takes us today. Who's getting the Bone Zone treatment today? Sent me. Look at the coffee tech. I've never been to a coffee place with like chemistry shit going on. Romance arc. He needs a girlfriend. He has to stop sneaking glances at Sakuraku. She's taken and a lot older, I think. Man. Toma. I think Toma's the other friend we saw in episode one. Ooh, I don't know. She might get the vibes that he's into Sakuraku or something. Or she's just nervous. Hector's the doggy. Oh. Oh. No. Maybe this is good vibes. So you can't really have good vibes because someone's gonna die or something. But still, here's hoping. You know, this opening gives me Lisa vibes. I'm like fairly sure it's not her, but still, it's always nice to hear a Lisa light sound. Kind of a classic. Damn. She flopped. She did not have the courage. Really? I appreciate the subbing in this. I like the little sign subs, and they're pretty neat. Sometimes they look horrible. Okay, those were not the boys I was thinking of. I like the hat though. Thought it was like the boy from the opening slash first episode. Damn. It's not what you should say to your date. Aw. It's awkward now. And that was just a bad decision. I mean, if she finds the corpse, it's kind of crazy though. She's like, it's a triangle of fate. I mean, what? How fast are they walking? They were walking normal speed, man. Maybe she was dozing off and got slower. Ah, was that a flashback? Does she look kind of like him? Sure, that's exciting for high school people. Nice. Oh, she looked scary. Black Yukata? No, suicide note maybe. Don't do it. Oh wait, no. She's just throwing it. Don't get this. Bro, is she seeing ghosts? What was that? Wait, no. Wait, I see the note on the bridge. What's happening? Imagine if she just has like, nah. That's if she has like some psychic powers. I'm guessing we're not find that lady under the bridge because I'm pretty sure this episode's called something under the bridge. Oh, I don't think she lost it. I don't know what that vision was though. I feel like that wasn't reality because there's so many people watching. It's a bad time to get rizzed on. Oh, it's the sensei who said might be evil. Maybe he's not though. I think he's chill at this point, but you never know. That's a proactive school thing. I feel like they wouldn't do that if there's like a festival in my city. The black's kind of a vibe, honestly, even though it's not very festive. Or kimono. Those are kimonos, not yukatas, right? I don't even know. Feel like it might be. Gotta check under the bridge. Damn. Diamond ring. See if it's real. He is a teacher then. Maybe he's a science teacher. If it's real, it'll shine through. I actually don't know the science. I'm not really a scientist. I have watched Young Sheldon though. Ah, so it stays. Okay, that's interesting tech. I still think she saw a ghost or something. Visions of the past, like how she saw her grandma. Maybe she has powers. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Oh, maybe the husband died and she wanted to throw the ring in. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So much speculation. Call in Sakuraku. When something weird is happening, always call her. It's a decent point. Uh, it's hard to say. It's just based on your values. I can understand not wanting to get into people's business, as cold as that seems. I kind of lean more to that, but I don't know if I'd just let someone die. It's kind of an extreme. Utsumi! Damn, let's go. Our boy is back. Best cop. That's what I'm saying. Best detective in town. He is not interested. You're getting dragged into this though. Maybe he'll get interested when she sees um Sakuraku and her skills. There's not many people wearing a black yukata, man. He is not interested. Damn. Talk to him. Utsumi's going hard. A wild Shotaro's gonna pop up. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe Sakuraku's at the festival. Wait, she got a picture? This set is pretty metal. Oh, I mean, it's a horrible drawing, but her face did kind of look like that. Not gonna lie. She's kind of cooking. I still think there's a ghost or something, and she is not alive. Man, what's Shotaro doing? Imagine if it's a Shotaro and Sakuraku less episode. But what are these guys gonna do, man? uh, yeah, I just that takes priority, honestly, since we don't even know what's really happening. Fair enough. Message. Where are they? Aw, man. Again, black yukata. I don't think anybody else would wear that. It's not very festive. Huh. But fair enough. It's a valid opinion. I understand what he's saying. But they're both valid. Just depends on the person, you know? Damn. She's been walking. There you go. Clashing of morals and principles. Mm, very interesting discussions. They're under the bridge, though. So maybe they'll find something here. Thank you, teacher. He doesn't really act like a teacher. He feels like a student, honestly. I don't know if that's a mindset a teacher should have. It's kind of weird if your profession is to teach other people, if you don't care about anyone else. But I like him. He's definitely not an evil person now. He has enough character development to know that he's not like a murderer or criminal or something. Bro's sending out poetic lines now to get his point across. Look at the lights, man. Might get too dark. Oh, but the fireworks. Can't miss the fireworks. I feel like an hour is a good. It's a good deal, man. Can cover a lot of ground in an hour. But they're under the bridge, dude. I feel like we're too late into the story for Sakuraku. It really is just a solo episode, huh? No bone zone for me. Oh, who dat? Who dat? Oh, man. Ah, they're vibing. Wait, that's a different guy. They're cheating! This is scandalous. Hey, Sakuraku! Man, at least there's some good news. Kind of sucks to see your friend, boyfriend go with your other friend. Oh, that's hilarious. That's Shotaro. They're here. I don't know what they can do. Well, he doesn't have his cell phone either. Yeah, where's your cell phone, you hypocrite? There was a crisis. You guys missed a whole mystery, man. Aww. Alright, cut her up. Bone zone! Maybe. That's the position. Now you get to witness some magic, sensei. We had this discussion? Please forgive me for going to him. This sounds scandalous. Oh, okay. What is it? What? That's why they had a black ducat on. Okay, I get it. And they made the hair into a diamond. And the ring's bones. Now that's cool. That's kind of metal. Make me into a ring when I die. Oh, and gave the ring away. Okay, because she found a new lover and she can't hold him anymore. Should've just buried that shit in his grave. Oh, okay. I guess that's also a thing. Damn. Look at Sakurako solving that mystery easily. Sounds pretty right. Can't bury that shit? I guess, like, he doesn't have a grave because he was turned into a ring. So she wasn't a ghost. I'm glad. Well, she doesn't want it back. Oh, she's taking the shot. Bye bye. Yeah, it's probably for the right choice. Well, special. And I mean, we are at the halfway point. So, special ending. Don't forget the fire. Look at the pageantry. Aerial shot. Ooh, the reflection of the fireworks. That's pretty sick. What are we looking at? Who texted? Did they get caught? Oh no. At least Mana's nice. Screw the other friend and the boyfriend of the Mana. Aren't you glad, Sensei? Wasn't that a fun story? It's a happy result. I used to love fireworks. Now it's like I don't go to watch them because it's such a pain to like get out of there, like wherever it's taking place, especially on New Year's. Like Jesus, little ending. All right, well I'll see you after. Though I don't know how much is left. All right, that was this episode of Sakuraku, episode 6. Extremely wholesome. Wholesome episode. It's kind of like episode 3, though I guess it's technically more wholesome since there was no active death. No bone zone was entered. But that's okay. You know, sometimes it's for the best. And we did a different kind of story, which I feel like also probably kinda solvable. Like I feel like if you have the knowledge that this is like one of the stories where you can actually solve it. Um, Especially when they like observe the ring, say it's synthetic diamond with the, you know, with the synthetic diamond with the girl in the black yukata, which for some reason I'm like, yo, it's a fucking ghost. It's definitely not a ghost. And also it turned out that grandma and young child wasn't even her seeing like a vision of the past because we literally see them later watching the fireworks. So they're just literal people. but um but you have that, you have the French to say like, okay, so there's someone in a a dress meant for funeral, a ring with French, and I guess if you know the culture of turning people into jewelry, apparently that's definitely not a North American thing. Sounds like some European shit, honestly. Though it is kind of cool. I'm not hating, all right, Europeans. I feel like that's cool. Um, but yeah, maybe like and with the message, where initially it sounds like cheating, and it is yeah, it's not really cheating, but it is like moving on from a different partner. I feel like it's actually a pretty solvable mystery, but you do need the knowledge, which I didn't have. But a very fun one. You know, I was wondering because we were going pretty deep in the episode without Sakuraku. We had like 4 or 5 minutes left, 3 minutes, not including the credits, but we got like a little bonus uh at the end. Well, not like an end credit scene, but they played the credits over some of the end scene. Um because it was easy, you know? Sakuraki, man. And then no bonezo needed. She just deciphered that shit. I mean, I guess once she figured out like this she knew exactly what the ring was, right? This is bones, this is made of I think the diamond's made of hair. I think that's what they were implying, or I don't know if they meant that the diamond was also made of the person or if it was just the bones for the ring. I'm pretty sure the hair was for the diamond too, though I don't really know how synthetic diamonds are made. Um, but yeah, that was fun. Obviously we got a lot of focus on what's her name? I'm so bad at names, man. I need a let me find her name again. Yuka. It's either Yuri or Yuka, right? We got a. It was basically her episode today. Which is not Yuri. Okay, I knew it was one of those two. It was a Yuri episode with Sensei. I mean, Yuri's a very interesting character. I wouldn't disapprove if she did end up getting into a romantic relationship with Shotaro. Again, he needs someone his own age uh and not have a fiance. Feel like that's pretty important. Um, but I feel like, she does get the vibe because when they're hanging out, he's just going on and on about Sakuratu. It probably does feel like, should I really ask this guy out? And then we've got our first deep dive into Sensei, who who's a very interesting character. He's very they kind of had almost a philosophy debate in the middle of it where he's basically like, we're humans, being part of humans is our own free will and freedom. Like who are we to stop someone who's committing suicide? And it doesn't necessarily mean he's condemning the act or he's like accepting the act of suicide, but it's like, you give the person the benefit of the doubt. If they weighed out their options and they still want to commit suicide, then um Maybe you should let them. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, I don't think, like, if someone's like, oh, my life's over, I want to commit suicide, I'd probably try to talk them out of it. But if, like, someone who's, like, really sat down and analyzed everything and really think it's their only way out, then I don't know. Maybe. I don't really think you should kill yourself ever, honestly, unless it's like my only two things would be like if it's like you're medically like really ill and it's just life is just not worth living, or maybe if you did like some super horrible crime or something. It's super extremes. I think in general though, keep your head up, guys. Gotta trudge through life. Life is like a it's a long hike. Sometimes, it's a breeze. Sometimes, it's happy. Sometimes you find the secret, the best visual spot, and you're just having the time of your life. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it starts to rain, and sometimes it's you gotta go on the beaten off the beaten path, and it's hard to trek. But that's just part of life. Anyways, there's my TED talk. Please don't. I know if you ever talked about this subject, because it happened on a different thing I did. Um, YouTube sends you an email. It's like, oh, we detected you were talking about this subject. Here's some hotlines, and I'm like, don't worry, YouTube. But it's nice of them. But yeah, they had that debate where he's on like the hard humans, ultimately should, if they think they want to do something like that, they should have the choice. Who are we to stop them? While Yuri's like, who cares? I don't need to be rational to not want someone to die. I don't need to know them or know their reasons. I just don't think people should die. And I think those are both like very valid and probably very like real um, viewpoints of the topic. So I don't think there's a right or wrong. I mean, maybe you can argue the nitty gritty details and morality like up to a factual basis, but I think in general, like it's just a point of view, and if someone told me either or, I wouldn't really be like, oh, I think that's wrong. I think it's both pretty valid. Um, though from the way he talks, it does seem like maybe something happened to him where someone he cared about made a choice, and that's how he got his viewpoint. Either it was suicide too, or it was like a really bad choice which he's like, oh, he lamented over, but eventually like came to the decision where it's like, oh, it's this person's choice or whatever. I don't know, it's kind of heavy stuff. On a side note too, Yuri's like, oh, maybe I should get a boyfriend, and she's hanging out with her friends, kind of third wheeling, and she's like, you know what? I don't really want to be here. They're basically on a double date, and then she spots, and then she's like, oh, I want a boyfriend would be nice though. And then later she spots one of her friends, with the boyfriend of the other friend, which properly frowned on. I forgot which friend is which, but I know Man is the one whose boyfriend's cheating on her with the other friend, which is super fucked up. Like obviously, I think cheating's bad, but if you're gonna cheat, like, can you like not cheat on your friend's boyfriend? Like, there's just an extra slap in the face, man. And it's super funny because that girl that was cheating, um, was the one who got super defensive when her boyfriend made a jab that that he should have brought, you know, brought brought Yuri if she knew that she wasn't bringing Shotaro, which is just like it's like extra funny. I don't know, it's high stress stuff, but the dynamic. I mean, it is also because the whole thing is like the dynamic of relationships, and it is an interesting, because this lady in black, she found a new lover. She obviously she cared a lot for her. I'm guessing French lover because there's French engraved on the ring, or she's French, though she looked very Asian. She might be mixed. Um, and the idea like, oh, I'm dead, but I'm gonna be with you forever. And then she finds a new lover. It's like, okay, well, it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward. So I'm just gonna send you to the afterlife, which originally I thought it was kind of fucked up. Why not just bury him? But I know, well, I don't know. Since he's French, maybe they just didn't bury him. I don't really know how the process works if you still get a tombstone, if you get turned into an accessory. I feel like it would be safe just in case you do want to put it to rest, but I mean the it's still good. I wish he actually threw the ring in though. It feels almost like a slap to the face to the dead boyfriend that is like because the whole sending him down the river to send him to the afterlife. That's a cool idea, but the lady just left him on the bridge, man. He's just stuck there. Poor ghost. He's just stuck on the bridge. We're lucky Sakuraku hit a nice throw to the river. But I get it. It's a very complicated situation. Um, and I get why the lady's feeling guilty. If they were in love so much, he turned into a ring for her, and she, probably didn't expect to find someone else, but she did, and she had to make the choice to pursue that relationship, which is fine. But yeah, that was a fun episode. Not it was a interesting mystery. Again, heavily Yuri focus where we got some more Yuri time. I like her. She's a nice staple. The discussion with Sensei was cool. There's some nice pageantry with like the lighting, a lot of glare and starbursts, which is something I'm sadly going through with my eyes. Like I like how the lights look like on the episode with all the starbursts and glares, how I actually see lights. I know this is just like artistic flair, but that's how I see lights right now, and it's pretty annoying, but it is pretty. We had some nice shots, like rotation shot when Sakurako through the ringen. I like the fireworks on the reflections underneath the bridge and in the water. I thought that was a pretty cool shot. Lots of artistry. Kadokawa's cooking, all right. I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, fun episode. Fun little chill episode. Excited for the next one, and I believe the next one is going to be a two-parter. And it'll actually line up with the week. We don't have to it'll be a Tuesday, Thursday thing. So excited to head into that. Um Speaking of like characters we still need to visit, the only character in the opening that hasn't really been explored is Sakuraku's sister or whoever he is. Obviously the butterfly guy, but I feel like they're gonna save him, if anything, for the either the last episode, but probably the final two part. And then there's the other male friend that was there for like in the very first episode, just for the first bit. Like maybe he'll have some time to shine. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Also, Utami was in this episode, being based as usual. Love to see him. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time on some more Sakuraku. Later.